Hi, I'm Mitch Maynard, developer of the YouDemo technology, also referred to as the Digitalk platform or Webflow technology. I want to take you through the slides that I've created in this pitch deck, give you a little overview as to why it is that I have created this product and what problems it solves and what the business opportunity is. So essentially, what we're doing is making the web work for all. And you'll see what I mean by that as we go through the presentation. Websites are an antiquated concept. Little has changed in the last 20 years. However, things look prettier, things look more modern, things are displayed on multiple devices. However, most websites are flashy brochures. Digital marketing has never really found its place to helping the small business person or the individual trying to promote their business or service. Conversion of visitors from most websites is never a simple activity. So people who have websites find that they do not receive much conversion from somebody stumbling along, finding their website, and then taking the next step to scheduling an appointment or buying a service, whatever it may be. Part of the issue with websites is that they are built by people who are design people, maybe somewhat of a programming person, but most of it is images, text, content. And with that, those people aren't really in the business of workflow, productivity, conversion. They can make a neat looking website. However, the business owner should be paying for conversion. That's where their investment money should go. In the case here, I did a little research about the average cost of having a website built. And as you can see here, it can get somewhat pricey for a smaller business person. And as you can see below, in recent times, popularity of WordPress, GoDaddy, and Wix, they have created a do-it-yourself environment. However, just because you can grab from a collection of images, you can write some text into a place, it does not provide that narrative or that guided experience that the business owner needs to have information excite the person enough to actually make an appointment or to do something for that conversion. Our solution is pretty simple. Basically, I created a simple workflow, as I had seen at other large corporations as I go about doing my architectural work. I saw that there was large teams of people who were building these workflow customer journey experiences utilizing web technology so that the companies could promote themselves, have the person arrive at a website, and then experience everything they needed to make that decision to take the next step. So basically, as you can see here, we use a wizard-like demo. I'm referring to them as a demonstration so that it helps people understand that here you're going to see somebody explain to you and demonstrate what they would do for you. Then once it's done, it allows the person to then schedule an appointment right there from within this experience so that there's no jumping out to other services. And what will be the result is an appointment scheduled for a meeting that is going to be done through a video conferencing technology that people have probably heard of. And that will allow them to feel a sense of comfort knowing that this is something they can count on. It's professional. In our solution, you can see we have an experience that is somewhat like a mini website. However, it will walk the person through exposed to different information presented with different media types in such a way that when the person comes to the end and the question then is asked, would you like to schedule a meeting? It can be any time of the day, and that person can actually receive the satisfaction of scheduling a meeting with someone who might be a lawyer or an insurance consultant or financial planner, you name it, anyone trying to sell any kind of a product. And they will receive a calendar invite with a link to the video conference, and whenever that is scheduled, the two parties can meet and conduct business. So this workflow, if you will, this customer journey is the piece that has been missing in the world that does not exist for those who would like to present a case for their value, a case for why someone would want to change, move to a different person. And knowing that they can do video meetings, any type of consultative, advice-driven business can make the most of this. So our business model is we need to have a development, we need marketing, and we need management. So our development can be done with me at the helm, leading the development, as I do for the companies that I have done much work for, working with offshore teams, onshore teams. Marketing, that can actually follow a methodology that I discussed towards the end, but basically focusing on channels such as different professionals who give advice, who do consultations. And then management, managing the company, managing the platform, managing the relationships. And so utilizing our own technology, can we present our own value added? This is why you want to use the YouDemo platform. This is who I am. Schedule a meeting with me to talk about how this may work for you. If we have disconnected salespeople throughout the world, we can use our own Digitalks or our YouDemos to schedule meetings with each other. Meetings can be done and recorded so that we ourselves can take the advantage of what's happening in the meetings, what's happening when people are viewing the demos, and there's a whole reporting back into this, so it can help us to understand how we can improve each other's demos. The idea of which in the beginning when I built it, I had no idea what to call it. What a demo really was in the beginning was condensing all the content within a website so that we could present our case sequentially and then ask for the meeting, and then have the back end connected to a customer relationship management software, some kind of cloud calendar. And as you can see here, I've added additional functionality, created different blended solutions for others. So part of the opportunity of this is going to be white labeling for unique needs. Within our marketing and sales, the initial phase of the business should be that we target centers of influence, people who have access to having a number of users follow their direction, of 5 or more industries to provide assistance to help us to create a customer base of 1,000 users. From that, we can leverage those successes to expand to other industries and then to maximize our penetration of the first industries. So gathering another 2,500 customers. So that would be a total of 3,500. We would expand our focus to memberships, organizations, enterprises, and begin the development of our searchable database, if you will, or library of demos that people who are looking for a financial planner or a lawyer or an accountant or whatever it is, they can actually go to the site and search and then pick someone that they want within the search criteria that they would then schedule a meeting with. But the information that they would see would be all presented through the demo. So they know the experience they're going to receive. I am Mitchell Maynard. I have many years of developing software and business models around technology-based solutions for both the financial world and commercial enterprises. When it comes to projections, I wanted to show something where we had a high, middle, and a low. So that when we're looking at numbers, we can look at what do we think is the worst case. So when it comes to our customer acquisitions, I would assume that within the first 3 months, that on the lowest side, we could get 500 paying customers. And then by the 6th month, we would have as few as 1,000. And then as we look at the middle and the high for each one of those increments of time, you can see that we have kind of an even variation between the middle, both high and low, somewhat of a standard deviation. So in the worst case, in 12 months from now, we would have 3,000 customers. In the best case, we would have 12,000. And you know what? Honestly, could it be better than that? Yes. But when I look at the customer revenue, then I cross-reference that with different monthly pricing models. So this is a software as a service solution. Therefore, there will be monthly subscription fees. So in the first 3 months, we would start at that 500 at the minimum dollar amount of $19 a month, which, by the way, is a real value added because the person doesn't have to have their own Zoom or GoToMeeting. They don't have to have their own cloud calendar. They don't need any of that. The YouDemo is going to handle all that for them. They don't have to worry about that. That cost to us or the cost to them is all inclusive. So there could be different pricing models that if we were to be at $49 a month, in the worst case of the customer acquisition, we would have $24,000 a month coming in. And as you can see, in the 19 a month, we with the lowest amount of customers acquired, we would actually have $57,000 a month coming in. However, in the lowest at 49, we would have 147. So it's up for us to, as we implement the solution, providing a value such that it meets what the customer desire is. You can see here from the middle at 19 a month, you can see our increase of monthly fees. In the case of the middle, if we were only charging 19 a month, we would have 152,000 a month coming in. Come month 12, and then of course in the high, you're at 228,000 a month. And so this helps to give an idea of what type of growth potential we would have. Of course, it could be significantly greater as we go into the next years, having this technology then distributed around the world. So as for competitors, we have it broken down. I have it broken down. Existing websites, and that people have already invested money in their website. They have their website. They probably haven't been receiving any kind of, wondrous results and increases in their business. So we would need to teach them how to actually take the content they have and now put it into a demo that would lead people to a conclusion of taking action to the next step. Do-it-yourself website builders, they actually are very easy to use. Nothing wrong with that. We would then need to show people that the YouDemo is equally as simple, but because it's a guided solution, that you're going to have a greater impact. And being connected to the calendar scheduling and being connected to the video meeting technology makes it seamless. And with the reporting on the back end, you can see where people are leaving, people who have scheduled an appointment. You can see how long they spent at each of the frames. And then when it comes to digital marketing, most digital marketers are really set in their ways with their landing pages and their funnels and their SEO. And they tend to, from my experience, be somewhat threatened by something new. However, if we can show them that the YouDemo is going to help them to create a greater revenue than any of these other solutions that they're offering their clients, and they should see that it's going to be new revenue with a higher degree of results. And then finally, I'm looking to raise $500,000 for the company, and you can see here how I have it split up. Marketing, sales, and advertising is where 4/5 of all the money will go. And development is something that will be going hand in hand with new client acquisition, new customers, centers of influence, because the product itself is built. We just then need to tailor it for the solutions that our salespeople sell. So I thank you very much for taking the time and listening. I appreciate it. Feel free to reach out with any questions that you might have. Again, I'm Mitchell Maynard.